'Cause I'm luminescent.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, O'Connell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez. 35 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 21-0.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. He'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he... And that one winds up...
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for Adams.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now O'Connell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Throwing, O'Connell. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell.
Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
O'Connell back to the air on 2nd down. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And O'Connell now to throw.
And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. DeAndre Carter back deep. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Myers in motion right. Now it's O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again with O'Connell.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's O'Connell. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
O'Connell's throwing for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that...
And now off to the races, down the right side. A Kansas City touchdown. Valdez-Scantling, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Marching back onto the field now, Davante Adams and company getting set to go. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
To throw here, O'Connell.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Myers in motion right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down throw, O'Connell.
He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 37 yards.
And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, They're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Let's start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now London down by 16, 1:45 to play. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's O'Connell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. Falling.
Another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
O'Connell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
And it's going to be...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Chiefs and the Silver and Black, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godwin. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Throwing, O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. And O'Connell now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now it's blocked. Well, the Raiders have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Now O'Connell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
And it's complete to Adams. There he goes, left side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Devontae Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now it's O'Connell.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Myers in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I have to think that when that ball was tipped in the air, the guys on defense, their hopes started rising. They were looking for a big play, something that would change the momentum of the game and get it moving back in their direction because they've struggled slowing down this team here in the 1st half.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
O'Connell's throwing for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that moves their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
On second down, here's Mahomes. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Okay, so penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a...
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And O'Connell now to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing, O'Connell. That is caught.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Myers in motion right. Sticking to the air with O'Connell here.
And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 50 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Myers in motion right. O'Connell now on 2nd and 10.
And his throw is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
To throw here, O'Connell. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 6 yards.
They'll go for it. O'Connell.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the... Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
O'Connell looking to throw yet again. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
O'Connell looking to throw on first.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's to Mayer, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now O'Connell.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
O'Connell here on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
O'Connell to throw on second down.
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams from 3 yards out.
And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
O'Connell's throwing for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game. That 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
O'Connell back to the air on second down.
His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! Davante Adams, 43 yards.
And the Raiders have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's O'Connell.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And O'Connell now to throw.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Throwing, O'Connell.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.